Hello, hello. It's over. Yeah, it's good. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because that's all they need. We don't need that. Okay, let's see who pops back in to hang out with us tonight. That was so fun, you guys. Look, I bet everybody's going to be late because they're at the shop checking it out. Is it open? Oh, it's not open yet. Bummer. Hello, who's popping in with me? Sandy again from Doux Designs. Hi, Barbara. I am so excited about this release, you guys. I can think of so many things we can do with this. So many. So I'm going to ask you, since you guys, you two, Beth and Barbara, were both on the live earlier, do you want to just make a shaker card, or do you want me to play with the stencil and show you how it works? Or do you want to do both? I don't care. I'm open. I got nothing going on. So you guys tell me. I have to put these back for the shop. You guys tell me, do you like the shaker bits? Because I've been making them like crazy, but I don't know if everyone likes them as much as I do. Well, I know I have one friend who loves the heck out of them because she buys a whole bunch of them. But okay, I see you guys popping on. Somebody say hi so I can see if it works. It looks like I have people popping in and out. Oh, hello again. Now I can see your comments. Yay. All right, it's working. Hey, Ellen. Shaker, shaker. Okay. That was my original intent. So what I thought, and I think this might be a little bit too busy, so we might just use a solid one, but I made this out of the papers. Shaker and stencil? Okay, we'll just do them both then. All right, maybe we'll put this in the shaker. I don't know. But we're going to use our shaker window because it's so easy, easy to use. Hello again. But I don't know which one of these, but we are going to use this ephemera so we can make more crafty things. I have this idea for the mic drop. I think we should do that for sure tonight. And maybe one of these guys, because they're just so darn cute. And he matches the background just perfectly. And then we have two monkeys in our set. So one is facing this way and one is facing this way. Since he's facing that way, we probably need to use this little guy right here. There we go. We'll use those two. And we have this mic drop. I love that mic drop. That was a last minute ad by Dale. I think I like the red one on this one. You love the paper? Thank you, Sandra. I love it too. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I had the backs of this paper made last month, but I opted to not put it with last month's because I felt like it just didn't go right. So I've been saving these for like a whole month, just dying to release them. So I was excited. I couldn't wait. So we're going to make a shaker out of this one. And since we have monkeys, maybe we'll use the monkey business. So this is where I have mine. So there's winter chill, snowstorm, sunshine, pink piggy, monkey business, teal. And there's one more. I don't remember. There's one more. Frog. I don't have any of the frogs. That was disappointing. So we could use the Teal Tigress, or we can mix them together, or we could use monkey. Let's use monkey business. I need to use monkey business. I like it so much. All right, that's what we're going to use. Yeah, sometimes you got to find the right collection to match the paper. Yes, for sure. You are so right. Okay. So the size on these shaker windows that we sell in the shop, and by the way, we make these ourselves. These do not come from anywhere but us. Dale cuts them, he scores them, we put them in a package for you. There are 4 in the set, and they're really inexpensive. It's size 4 by 5 1/4, so it's slightly smaller than an A2 card. Trying to get brave. Shakers and stencils are 2 things I've never done. I'm trying to get brave enough to try. Well, this is going to make shakers really easy for you. It's super simple. There are 4 in the pack. They're all the same size. The sides are folded, but what you do need to know, and it does say on the package right here at the bottom, make sure that you remove the plastic film from both sides before you use it. So I like to put my people on the front, but you can put them inside too. It's just kind of up to you how you want to do that. Let's see. I need the mic drop for this one because we're going to put mic drop on there. All right. I like to put the shaker bits on the inside and the characters on the outside. And it works. Let me grab my card bases. You guys know I always pre-cut my card bases. And since this paper is so universal, I can pick any color. We could use yellow, or we could use red, or we could use blue, or we could use purple. I kind of like the yellow. I think the yellow is really cute, and yellow looks really good with purple. So I think we're good with yellow. So let's do that. See, then we can be ready. Okay, so I always have my card bases. They're almost always colored. I like the colored card bases. A lot of people like white, but for clean and simple. But I am a big colored card base because I love Stampin' Up paper, and it's all colored. So, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm looking for my I'm looking for my bone folder that somehow got mixed up in everything that was on my desk. Oh, here it is. I found it. Yeah, so this one, I use it. It's from Trinity Stamps. I like it. It scores really well. Okay. Whoops. There goes my... Also, do you guys have these tweezers? I wanted to share with you that I just bought some of these yesterday on Amazon. And look, I got this whole set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. $4.98. They're the ones that I use. So this is this one. But I got them all sticky, and some of them are kind of bent up and look terrible. So I needed a new set, and for $4.98, how can you beat that? You can share it with a friend. Everybody pay less than $1 and you're good to go. So, just FYI, that's where I got those. All right, this is my card base, and I like to have white paper on the inside. Those who watch me all the time know that. That's what I like, so that people can write in it. You have those too, Beth? Yeah, they're really good. I like them a lot, but I also like to have a ton of them on my desk because if I lose one, I have to be able to get it. So I have these 4. I lost one already, like lost. And then I bought the 5 more, so I like this one because it's not pointy. You can't poke yourself. But it comes with several different sizes, so it's definitely useful. And we do sell the Barely Art glue in the shop. So you can definitely grab yourself a bottle of that. We sell the mini bottle and the refill bottle. Not the big one, just the little one. It's really all you need if you're going to refill it. I mean, I make cards a lot, and I don't refill mine very often. So you shouldn't have any problems at all unless you craft more than me, which it's a possibility, but... I'm crafting 24/7 every day, so just ask my mother-in-law. She's been here for a while, and I'm working every day. So, yeah, there's that. So this paper, when I started to put those patterns on there, if you've never done that before, I can tell you how I did it. And just in case you wanted to do it, I just grabbed these extra papers that I had left over. I don't have that many left now, but I cut them down into different size panels. So I would just cut this one in half. And then I put the glue on the paper, and then I just laid them, and I just kept going till I ran out of space on both directions. It was really easy to do. You can put the glue on the paper and then stick it on, or you can put the glue on the white piece of paper and stick it on. And I just cut it to the size I knew I would use, which is a little bit smaller than an A2 card. So save your scraps, because you can put them on cards and make your own backgrounds. Yeah, it's a good, I did a couple of them going in this direction, and then I did some in this direction, and you could do them straight up and down as well, whatever you want. So I'm just going to fold the 2 long sides and one of the short sides real quick. So just to get that fold going, I'm not going to do the top because that's where we're going to add the shaker bits. I'm going to use my tweezers, which is why we need them. And I'm going to peel off the top layer of the plastic film. So the way I do that so I don't scratch the front cover is I do it on this little side panel right here. So I just use the tweezers to lift it up, and then I just peel it off. And that's one. You have to do both sides. So I flip it over. Again, I do it on this piece right here that you won't see in case I scratch it up. And then you peel this one off. And now it's going to be hard to see on your desk because it's completely clear. Come visit the Paper Escape Facebook page. I have started a card exchange. You can join. Okay. I think I saw that. I just haven't had a chance to do that. Let me tell you, those who know my story about all of the dilemma we went through to get ready for the wedding, and then what happened on the way to the wedding, and all of the things that have been going on, if those all weren't bad enough, today we found out that we also have a leak, like a water leak somewhere in the front side of the house. We have some plumber coming out tomorrow because the ground is all saturated, wet, and so if the rest of that stuff wasn't bad enough, it's still coming at me. But I'm still going to keep a smile on my face because I just can't let it beat me down. So then you take your paper when you're ready with whatever you want on it. I think I'll go ahead and put the mic drop on the inside, but I'll put the characters on the outside. Sometimes I put some on the inside, some on the outside. So maybe let's do that. I want the mic drop to be up there, and I want this guy to be somewhere around right here. And then we're going to cut this up a little bit. I know, right, Sandra? I just can't even with all of the things. And doesn't it even look like he's dropping the mic? So this is the microphone. It's on a stand, so it wouldn't make sense to say mic drop unless we cut it off the stand. So that is what I'm going to do, because nothing's better than that. I'm also going to cut down that paper. I'm going to cut it like completely to where there's no white border around it, just because I had to cut it off the stand, and it'll just look better if I cut the white off, or most of the white anyway. And just remember, rotate the item that you're cutting, not the scissors you're cutting with. And now he really is going to be able to do a mic drop, which I think is going to be so cute. So I love that Dale came up with that. That mic drop was a last minute ad where he was like, I'm adding this to the ephemera. And I was like, yay. Okay. So here's the little microphone. So he could be holding it or whatever. We don't need the stand. So I'm going to toss that because I can't think of anything to do with that. I want him to be on the front, so I'll show you what we're going to do with him in a minute. And I want this part to be on the inside. So you just want to make sure when you glue this down that you make sure you get the glue on all the edges, so your little bit of shaker mix doesn't stick underneath it. If you feel like you have too much glue, you could just touch it on your hand and then stick it on here, and that way it won't leak any glue out around it and you won't have any problems. And this is the press pop, soda press, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to use that to press it down, make sure it's down really good. Sometimes I do it from the back side so I don't move it around at all. And it helps get a really good grip with that glue. And then you just rub this off because Barely Art glue just rubs right off. And it's like it was never there. See? With all the things that life throws at us, I can't help but laugh. I am right. Every vehicle, I've always had a flat tire. So since I'm stuck at home, I craft, right? So I never, until I bought a Kona, have had to replace my windshield. I had to replace it twice in my first Kona. And yes, a rock hit it in Arizona, and now I have to replace it on this Kona. And it's a 2025 Kona, so it's not very old car, but already have to do the new windshield, which, by the way, is extremely expensive because they have to recalibrate all of the cool crap that they put on cars, like the following and slowing down and, you know, accident, crash protection, whatever they have, you know, all that cool stuff has to be recalibrated after they put a new windshield on. So it's something like $1,500, which is, you know, not exciting. Huh?
The site is live.
Oh, you guys, Dale said the site is live. So those of you who are crafting with me, who get to see all the new stuff, you guys can shop. No one else will know till tomorrow. That's when all the announcements will go out. So you guys get first dibs just for watching. I want this stuff to be on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, flip it over, and lay it inside. You see how it fits perfectly inside here, all the way around. So what I do, you can use Barely Art glue, but it takes a little bit longer for the plastic to stick to the Barely Art glue. So I just use double-sided sticky tape. And I'm just going to place strips along the paper. So I'm just going to stick it right to the edge of the paper. Just like this. All the way down. I'll do one on each side and then one on the bottom. So I'm eyeballing it because you guys know that's how I roll. I don't measure. I just eyeball. This one is going to go on here. One across the top, approximately that big. I love that this double-sided sticky tape just tears. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, now I have a piece all the way around the outside. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to lay it on here. When you do this, I would always do the two ends first, like fold them down first so it fits in there perfect so you don't push it when you stick it down. Not the top one. That's how we're going to add our shaker bits. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to peel that off. I'm going to peel this one. I'm going to do the two sides first. So I'm just going to start pressing them down at the same time. Once I have them started, I can just go all the way up. I use this tool to press that down. You can tell that once I put them on there that it kind of bubbles just a little bit. I don't know if you can actually see that, but it kind of bubbles up just a little bit. See how there's some give there? And that way you can add the shaker bits in pretty easily. Hey, Rebecca, I texted you a little while ago. I don't know if you saw it or not, but we can chat after the live. And then press this down. Now, the top is where we're going to add the shaker bits. So we're going to use the Monkey Business with the little monkeys in it because he is doing the mic drop. See the little monkeys? They're so cute. Look at them. They're all hanging out in there. And I'm just going to use all of this because I only had a little bit left over from the shaker bit. So I'm just going to put them all in there. I'm going to shake it around a little bit. I like to kind of flatten it out a little bit before I close it up. Just to make sure I don't get any like weird, funky ones sitting in the wrong direction. So I usually shake it out a little bit. Then you close this one. Now you have the whole thing like ready to go. What size is the double-sided sticky tape? I think this is the 1/4 inch, but I can tell you in just a minute. I have the 1/4 and the 1/8, and I think I have the 1/2 inch too, but I don't use the 1/2 inch very often. Yep, 1/4 inch. You can buy it on Amazon or at any of the little regular warehouse places, scrapbook.com, whatever. Any of those places they sell this. And this is my favorite one, this Sook Wang. It's the sturdy one that I like. I don't like those red tape ones. They're too hard to peel. But that's a personal preference. I'm sure some people love it. But this one, so much easier. Okay, so now we have our shaker card ready to go. Now, this is a little bit longer, so there's some sticky right there, which is great. And then I usually just stick another couple on the back, like this, just so I get a good hold in the center. And then I am going to use glue too, so. And then I'm just going to peel these off. In a minute. I promise. There we go. This one. This is why I like these tweezers when I'm doing shakers, because it's really helpful. And if you have, like I only had a small amount of shaker bits, so I knew I was going to put the whole thing in there. But if you don't know and you just want to put a little, don't forget that we have these cute little tidy pours in the shop, so you can put as much as you want in here, and then you can use this to pour it into the top. If you have too much, you can pour this back into your bag and keep it like that. I'm going to put glue just right around where this tape is, just so I can get a little bit extra support. Just a little bit of extra support. I'm going to make sure the card opens right, and then I'm going to place this on top. And I'm just going to center it because you know we have a little bit of a space for a border. I also put that glue on there, so if I don't get it laid down right the first time, I can move it around a little bit. I think this is pretty good. I can't see it because I'm not on top of it, but I think this is okay. Going to be a little bit more of a border on this side, but I think I'm all right with that. It's still super cute. So I'm going to press this down all the way around just to make sure I have a stick there. It usually sticks fine. I don't have any problems. These are super fast, simple cards. So that's really cute, but we're not done yet. We're going to put this little monkey on the front. So I like to put some on the inside, some on the outside. This does stick to the plastic. Like I said, it just takes slightly longer. And since I'm going to be working on the mic, I'm okay with this to stick. Here we go, to stick right here. So he's partying out there with his friend. I always have a story, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Here's his little mic, and we're going to be dropping it. He's going to be doing the mic drop, man. You know how you always hold it in their hand and then they go, psh, and they drop it on the ground? That's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be dropping that mic. I mean, you could stamp a bunch of these and stick them in there as embellishments for the mic drop. You could do that too. You can make your own shaker bits with the mic, which I think is really cute. So this is the mic drop. And then since we're doing that, we might as well use some of these little extra thingies so we can put our little music notes on here. Just a couple more up at the top. Like right here. We have different music notes as well. We also have stars we could have used, but I really love music notes. So I tend to like to use the music notes. Here's the other one, like this one. So I'm just going to put one more, and I don't want to overpower it so I can't see my little monkey faces. So I'm just going to put this one more in here. Probably, maybe right here. I'm just going to hold that down for a second. And now we have our little party going on here with our little mic drop because, you know, he's so cool like that. Shaker bits everywhere. This is not one of the glow-in-the-darks, but if it was, it would glow. This is, I'm just going to stamp the back right side up, not upside down. There we go. And then we have a card. So that was super easy and super quick. But you guys wanted to see this stencil as well. So we're going to show this stencil real quick as well. So I already have the paper cut to the size that I want. It's the same size as the one that's inside this card. So here we go. All right, I'm going to grab my sticky mat so it doesn't move around when I'm working on it. I know it's over here somewhere, unless Dale took it. You know, sometimes he grabs it.
I'll get it.
Do you have it?
Yep.
Uh-huh. See that, you guys? I wasn't fibbing. Sometimes Dale uses my supplies. He must have been, you know, he makes the stencils, so he must have been testing out the stencils. You know, he tests them before you guys get them because we don't want you to get something janky. Okay, here we go. Clearly, he was testing the twisted one from last month. All right, and then this paper goes right on top. So now it's stuck down. We don't have to worry about it moving around. And then we have this. This is one of my favorites. I begged Dale to make this stencil because I love this little design so much. You can do it either way. But if you do it the other way, then your music notes are janky. So this is the way it goes, where they fit perfectly. Let's see. If you do it this way, your music notes are backwards. But if you just wanted the music, you could do it either way. But I think tonight we're going to do more than one. So I'm going to start up here, like way up here. And we're going to put it here, and then we're going to move it down and put it down here. So we're going to actually have two rhythms of notes. And unfortunately, I didn't pull any of my oxides, so we're going to do that now. And I'm doing it at random. Here's red. Let's see, red. And what do I want? Let's do a green. Oh, I sound like Christmas. Like a lime green. And then we'll do maybe a blue-ish color as well. So I kind of want to do, let's do this one. It's really light, but it's pretty. It's like, okay, now they're all Christmas colors. What can I say? Okay. So I want I'm going to make my little staff thingy green. So there we go. Let me grab my hold my ink pad still thingy because I love it. I'm going to move all this stuff over. And then I'm just going to start going at it. You guys ready? See, this is sticky, so this will hold it still while I craft on it. So I don't have to worry about that. Now, if there were close, I would cover that up just because I get all excited and I start doing all kinds of stuff and then I make a mess. But not anything we can't cover up. So there we go. That's our first one. You love watching lives, is that Dale? And you're a team? Yeah, we are for sure. So there is the first set. Now you'll notice there's some missing pieces, but that's because these music notes are going to fit in those spots. So down here, we're going to repeat this. I think I'm okay with it going like this. I just press it down from the sides of the paper. And then I'm going to start up here and go down. So you can do one or you can do two. It's up to you, however many you want. I wanted to try two. I haven't done it yet, so I thought, why not do it on the live? And you lift that up. You have two different note themes going on here. Now, if you wanted, you could add your own design on there. That's what this one does. You add your own music notes to it. It's up to you. But I think I'm going to stick with that. And I think because the red is more dominant color, I'm going to make the music notes in red. So you take this, and you don't have to line up the music notes. They already go on here. So because I didn't lay this one down completely, I laid it about right here. I'm probably going to start with, you can tell where they fit because there will, if there's green underneath there, like where the open lines are, then you're not in the right place. So see, like I have green up here. That means I need to move this around just a little bit more so that I have I can't see any green. And then lay it down. And then we just go over it with the red, and it's going to fill in the music notes, the staff, and all that interesting stuff. So it's just putting our notes in there. And we lift it up and they fit perfectly exactly where they're supposed to be. Then we can lay this one down. And again, you're making sure that you can't see any of the green in each one of the spots. If you see green, you move this stencil too far. So it's pretty easy to see. It kind of comes together pretty easily. So there we go. And then you just start filling in your music notes again. And they'll go all over. It's pretty easy. I love this because I have so many ideas. I love this. You could put happy birthday to you like you're singing it. It's so cute. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? We do have a new free digital stamp set too. It's a birthday cake, balloon, trying to remember, give me a second, a party hat, and a candle, I think are all the pieces, and the whole set is free. So don't forget to download that if you order. And if you've already ordered, you can do a $0 order by downloading the free digi. So don't forget it. Now, if we wanted, we could put more music notes in here, but I think I'm going to put the balloons because the balloons are my second favorite thing on this. And I'm only going to do the balloons in blue, so I have a little bit different color. The present, I'll show you the present and these music notes in a few minutes on a different piece of paper, but for now I just want balloons in here. So you can do them the distance that Dale designed them, or you can do them one at a time. I'm going to do mine one at a time so I can turn them like different directions. So this one, and you can do any color, so it just depends on what you like. So there's one balloon, and then I'm just going to turn these. Put this one on top. Doesn't take very long. And then I'm going to put one way down here, just so we have a bunch of balloons on there. I'm only going to go up this side with the balloons. I'm not going to go up the other side. And they're different sizes, so we could use the other ones for smaller or skinnier balloons, depending on what you want. So here's a little one. We'll put this one right here. It's just a half of one, but that's what makes it cool. Then I'll put one right here. Maybe I'll overlap the music notes just a little bit. If I don't do it too dark, you can still see you can still see it over there. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put a couple above. Clearly I have a lot of ink on my brush because I didn't even have to dip it that time. Ooh. So I got a spot on there, so I'm just going to cover that up with a balloon. Ta-da! One more, probably right here, will be my last one. And then if you want, you can do the streamers, but you don't have to. It's up to you. You're going to give stencils a try. They're a lot of fun, and you can do so much with them, with just whatever you want. Like I could even put these like music notes on top of the balloons, like the balloons are playing the music. If I wanted to, they would fit these little music notes. Here's the little streamers, and you can do them with oxides, but you don't have to. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with the little streamers. I'm going to use this little multi-liner pen if it's small enough. Yep, it is. And then Dale put these little, I know they're hard to see, but this little straight line at the top, and that's the one that goes right there. So if you line it up with that little piece right there, you'll get that looking like it's wrapped around the knot of the balloon. So I'm just going to put that in there, and then I'm just going to go down with my multi-liner. Wait, I guess this one is a little too big. Let me get the other one out. Let's see. I know I got a smaller one. Nope, that one's bigger. Hang tight. Let me just find my really tiny one. Oh, I bet this one will fit better. This is the Stettler whatever pen. So what I'm going to do is get that in there. Oh, that worked. See? Then you can do the wiggly ones if you want, or you can do the straight ones. You can turn them however you want. So I'll do this one down here. I'm not going to do it on those two because they're too small. And there's only a part of them on here. I'm going to stop this. I'm not going to go all the way down. Just going to do part of it. So it just has a little bit on there. And then I'm going to do the top ones as well. So this one, I'm going to make it squiggly. Well, if you write on here, it's okay. It comes off when you clean them. So you don't have to worry about that. Believe me, I've done a lot of writing on stencils before. So I know they come clean. And you can stop if you want, but I'm just going to go right through those. I think I'll put this one, maybe I'll flip it over and put this one up at the top. That way I can get my little line going the other way. There we go. So now my little balloons have lines. Could you draw them yourself? Yeah, you could if you wanted, but those of us who are a little nervous about the lines being squiggly or weird, we don't want to do that. So there they are. Now we might as well put this together into a card. So I'm going to lift this off my mat. And now I have this really cute little background here. I'm going to move the mat so it's not in my way. Oh, I did say I was going to show you. Let me show you. I don't want to be a liar. Sometimes I forget. Once I get into it, I get so excited I forget. This is the present. So you can do the stripe part first if you want. I'll just use the blue. And then, or you can do the solid first and then put the stripes over top. It just depends on what you want to do. It's up to you. It's your design. And then I'm just going to use the green one to go over it. So you probably get a more subtle look if you do the stripes first. If you do the solids first, let's see what that looks like. Because I did the solids first on the other one. Then you can put this over top. And they line right up perfectly. And then you just put the blue over top of this one. It'll make those lines stand out a little bit more, I think. So there's your alternative. Hopefully you can see that. Could make paper backgrounds with stencils. Yes, you can. You can make your own backgrounds. So this is a little bit better if you see it up close. It's got a little bit more detail. See how it has the lines in the paper? And then the next step is to take this and you set it right in the middle, right there. These are going to look like Christmas packages, no joke. You just put your bow in the center. And now you have a present. So they can be Christmas presents, birthday presents. You can stack them. You can, whatever you want to do with them. I usually like to do them like this. And then I grab my little bling tray like this. And I just put one of those right in the center here. So just any color, it doesn't matter, whatever you want. And then you just place it right there. And it just fancies it up just a little bit. It's so cute. But you can make your own presents however you want. This part up here, this could almost be a postage stamp, actually. This thing right here. So I'm going to do that pretty light because we're going to do the music notes over it. And I'm going to do them with a different color. And then you can just put whatever you want on there. So if you did it in black, it would really stand out. We're going to do it in green though, because that's what we have right here. And I don't want to switch it up too much. So you could put that there, or you could put any other notes that you want on there. Or the notes can be by themselves. So that is how they all work. Or you can just do them like this all over your paper, or you can just stamp them from the stamp set, all the different alternatives. There you go. So you have all the different things. That's all the pieces from the set. So we'll throw that aside because that's not part of what we're doing. And we'll bring this one back out. I have to have a card base. So here's my card bases. You guys know I already have them pre-cut. So let's go with, heck, why not just make another shaker card? Let's go with the Teal Tigress, because that was so cute too. And we'll put the tiger on there, maybe, if he's the right color. But the Teal Tigress will match that so well. So well. All right. And then, let's see. Should we put some? This one glows in the dark. Just saying. Just saying. Here we go. I think this one. Nope. Too green. We need it to be more blue. So, like, there we go. I think that will be better. And then all you do is grab yourself another one of those, which I'm going to grab right out of this package because Dale told me that these are mine. They were just for show to you guys, but there we go. So I'm just going to grab one more of these and we'll just make this into a shaker too. So we'll fold that card up. We kind of went through all the steps so we don't have to talk the detail out too much. But do you guys have any questions about the new release or comments or anything you'd like to see on Thursday? Because we're going to color something on Thursday, probably from the release. So you guys can pick which one you want. I don't know that you'll have your images by then, so if you want me to wait, I could always do the Soda Pop stamps from Sassy Club. Because you guys know I wanted to do them. You just toss that, flip it over. This really does come off that easy. It doesn't look like it, but it really does. It's really easy. It's a shaker night. Okay, so this shaker card is going to go long ways like this instead of the up and down like this. So I'm going to add me a paper inside because I always like a paper inside. Right here. I'm going to have 2 shaker cards in one night. That is what ephemera does for you right there. Ephemeras and stencils, you can do them a lot faster. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the back of this while we're rolling along. Okay. All right, so we're going to use this one. I think the colors work perfectly, so I'm very happy with that. It's going to go in there. It's going to go with this shaker bits. Now, which designs do we want to put on here? Oh, the elephant might be super cute on there. Look at the little elephant. Isn't that elephant adorable? Look at that little elephant. It might have to be the elephant. I'm just saying. Or we could do, nope, it needs to be on this side. I like it on this side. We're going to test the tiger just because we're using the Tigress, Teal Tigress. But I think, I don't know, I like them both. Dang it. What do you guys think? Should I put the tiger or the elephant? Or both? I could put both. See, you just layer them up like that. I'm just going to put them both on here. That is what we are going to do. Just both. All right. I think I'm going to use this stamp set for my sentiment, because I don't have any extras already stamped out. So I'm going to use, the Have a Rockin' Birthday. There's my block from the Sassy Club, my favorite block ever. You know what? I have some colored that I never use. Let's use that. I know I have a blue one that'll look good with this. Yes. these are the only colored ones I have. So I was hoping I had a color. And then I'm going to grab have a, and then rockin'. Then I'm going to flip it over and put birthday. And then all I have to do is figure out where I want that to be. I think have a, and then we'll do rockin' birthday on this side. So I'm going to do the have a first. Yeah, I'm freehanding this. If I mess it up, I mess it up. Have a. Then rockin' is down here. So this is going to say rockin'. And then this is birthday. So see how I put them around the circle? Then I don't have to take them off and clean them in between putting them on here. I just like that. Let's see, if I turn this around, how do I want birthday? Maybe I want birthday to go this way because it does seem like a rockin' birthday. There we go. That's why I love this block. I can put so many things. When you're doing a calendar, you can put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All of them on the same block. It works out super great. So there's the have a rockin'. You can do Christmas, birthday, whatever you want. Have a rockin' good day. Just say that. I think I will put the elephant on the inside and we'll put the tiger on the outside. That way they have dimension without putting pop dots on them. One's on the inside, one's on the outside. Just make sure you get the glue around the edges so the shaker bits don't stick in there. Let's put him on here so I can see where I want this to be. Right there is good. I'm going to flip it over since I stamped on it and rub it on the back. That way I get a really good hold. Now we're going to put it on our card. So I'm going to flip it over. Again, we're going to do, oh, that scared the crap out of me. Something fell on my desk and I jumped. There we go. Now we're going to rotate. I like that this just rips off, so it's really easy. There we go. And then one right here. I mean, this ephemera is so great because I could literally pick any image I wanted on there without even having to worry about it. I might as well put these on right now since we know we're going to put that on afterwards. So we might as well do it right now and get it all done in one shot. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, the one important thing is make sure we put it going the right direction. Okay, remember we do both the sides at the same time because when I don't do that, I have pushed it over too far. So you do want to be really careful to fold both sides up at the same time so you don't shift the paper. That's the only suggestion that is kind of vital when you're doing this, is just do them at the same time so you don't mess that up. So these two at the same time, and then I use this to press it down and get a really good seal. Then the one at the bottom, now that it won't move around, so you don't have to do top and bottom at the same time. Or side and side, these two sides, whatever you want to call them. You can put the shaker bits in any direction you want. I happen to be doing them this way this time. Here's more These are the Teal Tigress. And I don't know that I'm going to use all of these. Maybe I will. Why not? Let's just do it. Right? Do it like Nike. I like a lot of shaker bits in my stuff. Some people just put a little bit. I like a lot. So there we go. Again, we're going to shake it out just so we don't have everything all like bogged up in one spot, like I see a spot down here. Just going to stick my tweezers in there and kind of move them around a little bit so that they're kind of flat before I flip it over. Then I'm going to peel this off. Maybe. There we go. Uh-oh, I missed one. We're going to shove that little guy in there. He doesn't want to be left out. There we go. Now we have, how cute is this? Oh my goodness. This one is really cute. I like these colors. This came out way better than I thought. We haven't even put our tiger on there yet. Seriously, I wasn't sure about this one. See how you can tell these tweezers are jacked up. I'm going to throw them away now that I got my new ones. They're all bent up. I don't know how that happens. Like, what am I doing in my craft room? Look at these. They're like, they go, wah. I don't know. They're janky. Janky. All right, glue on here. Before we set it down, we want to make sure it's going in the right direction since we stamped the back of the card. And we're going to make it sure it opens the right way. When it gets late, you might make that mistake. It opens this way. We want it to go this way. So I'm going to stand up this time so I can get it centered a little better than I did the last one. Perfect. Yeah, I like that. Then I'm just going to press this down. Don't worry if you have glue on your fingers, you get it on the plastic. It just rubs off. If it doesn't rub off easily, just grab a little eraser. It'll come right off. This is my favorite eraser. It erases all kinds of stuff. It erases white gel pen if you get it in the wrong spot. It's just pretty cool. So I'm going to flip this over and I'm just going to rub this along the back. Not too hard because I don't want to leave like indentions in the shaker cover. But I just want to get a really good grip on there. Now I'm going to take this little cute guy and stick him on the front. And then we are going to be done. I think when you do a shaker card, you don't necessarily need any other embellishment like dots or, you know, other things like that on your card. You can put them on there, but I feel like you don't need them because there's so much like, woohoo. And these glow in the dark. I'll see if I can get them to glow in the dark before I leave. I'll turn the light off like I did with the little cats earlier. Okay, so I'm going to hold this. I'm going to push it all over to the side and then hold it in the light while we finish talking. I love stencils as well, and I like to think outside of the box with stencils because they're just so much fun. Look at all that stuff we did with those. We made 2 cards with that ephemera, and we still have all of this left. Look at that. You know how many cards you can make with that? So many. So many. All right. Let's see if this... Oh, yeah. I bet it'll glow now. Okay, ready? Gonna have to be kind of fast. Just gonna turn the light off for a second. If I can find it. Ooh, we need to turn the other one off, too. Let's turn this one away. Can you see them glowing? They're a little bit hard to see, but... The stars are the ones that glow. So depending on how many stars you have in there, they glow at night. See them? I don't know about you, but my little Cooper loves glow in the dark stuff, which is why I have it in several of my shaker bits, because nothing makes him more happy than to be able to use glow in the dark stuff and then take it to bed with him. So he can watch it glow at night while he's trying to go to sleep. He thinks that's super cool. And I'm a cool grandma, so, you know, I got to do it. That's just the way I roll. All right. So, any questions, any thoughts, any concerns, any suggestions, anything you guys want to talk about before we go for the night? Let's bring this one back out. Look at how cute these are. Oh my gosh. And we used 4 different designs on these. This one could use some bling if we wanted to, but you know, that's me. I like to bling things up. But look, we did 2 cards pretty quickly. I'll recap one more time towards the end what these stamp sets look like. So you get this one is Rock On. This one's Feel the Beat and Rock On. And don't you worry, we are going to make a Christmas card out of these as well. And I will show you how to do that either this week or next week, because I for sure am going to use it for some of mine. So if I make it on a live, I get to use it. Then we did not use the paper tonight, but trust me, we will be using the paper quite a bit because I love it so much. Let's see, it's underneath my stencil stuff. Here it is. It's really bright, pretty, gorgeous colors. These can be used for anything. These are more for celebrations and stages. And you guys saw that I used it for the what are they called? The K-pop. I used it for the K-pop the other day. See? This is the stage I used for when we made the K-pop. And it worked out really great. So any stamps that you have where you want to put somebody on stage, there you go. That's it in all its glory. That's this one right here. I just made a couple of extra spotlights up there, but yeah. And if you like this stamp set, this is the Sassy Club. Sandra was on our live earlier. That's her stamp set. Here's the paper. Here's the little guys. Stencil we had so much fun with tonight. That's all dirty now. I have to go wash it. But there's my stencil. And the ephemera we used. And that about covers it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope I'm not missing comments because we all know that happens. Oh, I am definitely going to watch the replay, making notes so I know what to order. Love the stencil. Sorry I'm late. You love that background. Drumming frog. How cute is that? He can be a frog or he can be a gecko. Thank you. You love that card. What digital did you mean on the website? All I see is the ice cream pups.
I'm uploading it now.
Oh, Dale missed it. He said he's uploading it now, and it's called, what's it called, honey?
Party.
What?
Party.
It's called Party, P-A-R-T-Y, and Dale's uploading it now, so it will be live in a few minutes. It is, you'll know it when you see it. It's a cake. Wait, I can show you. I have my iPad here, which I designed it on, so I can show you on the iPad what it's going to look like. Because I just did it. Here it is. So it has a cake with, it has the cake with the candle on it, has the cake by itself, it has party hat, has ballooned, and it has candle by itself. So they're digital images, they're PNG, you can flip-flop them however you want. I think I gave you both versions, front and back. And then it gave you the PNG white, so you can layer them up if you want. You can make like a whole roll of candles or a whole roll of balloons, or you can make the party hat small, and it fits on every one of their heads. Just make a little party hat, and you can put party hats on all of them, which I will probably be doing on a live, because I wanted this on the stamp set and Dale talked me into taking it off. You see the glow. She saw the glow. You need to make one like the SC, not the same, but like them. I love the little people. Maybe put them on your list. got my order in. Can't spend as much as I want or hubby is going to be upset. Hey, the good thing is that it has one less stencil, so it's cheaper this time than it has been. Oh, thanks, Beth. You already placed your order. Whoop, whoop. No, I understand, but they're still going to be available. And Barbara, you're on all the lives, so they're going to be available on the discount for as long as we have them. If we sell out, that's when they'll fall off. Otherwise, they stay active on the list until the next month. We were one shy of selling out on the last release. So word's getting out. So I can't promise it'll be all month, but for now, we leave the sale up so you guys can get it when you want. So it doesn't have to be done all at once, but we get it. Trust me, I have a water leak. I get it. Can't spend all you want whenever you want. But join me for the lives and we'll have fun and we'll play around with all the new things and you can decide from there what you like the most. And if you guys have any questions or need anything, I'm so sorry I was missing all of those comments. I just grabbed them at the end. And Cheryl, I'll need to clarify with you exactly when your comment came in because I'm not really sure I know what you meant, but I will definitely answer you via DM. So I hope you guys like that. Its sale is active now, but everyone else will know that it'll be active in the morning. So hopefully I will see you guys on Thursday. And thank you so much for joining not one live, but 2 lives tonight. Yay! So I'll see you on Thursday. Have a great evening. Good night, everybody.